This is how they line up. Cedars has got the pole. He extends that record here. Kim Jane will start alongside him, but watch Mason Barbera. He's incredibly aggressive. So too is the man starting next to him, to be honest, in Chris Walton. Reigning champ off the third row. 17 cars ready to take the field. Luke Spalding, what a story that is, and the Best Jet Racing Ute was undergoing radiation therapy only a couple of days ago, literally within 48 hours. And here he is on the racetrack. Let's see how he goes across 9 laps, because, Paul, very hot out there. Obviously, if you're taking radiation treatment for cancer, it's...
you're not out training, eh?
Exactly. So hopefully he survives the distance. What a legend, I say.
Inspiring story.
He says everyone on the track doesn't care that he's, you know, fighting cancer. They just race him hard, and he loves it. He says that's really refreshing.
Yeah, they'll treat him like a race driver for sure. And so will these guys at the front, sort of top 8 cars, are all hitters of this category.
All the big names are at the front. Cedars, Jane, Walton, Dontis, Harris, Hansford, Nathan Pretty, also a former winner here. Time to go racing. The Australian V8 Ute's a brand new championship for these guys. Few onboards to watch out for. It's going to be an exciting 9 laps, and it's go. Kim Jane might just have the start here. Oh, Harris goes wildly across to the right-hand side because Barbera got a slow start. Gets swamped by 1 or 2 guys. The Mango Credit Ute. The pole sitter bounces over the curbs. Still side by side for the lead. Dontis has got a flyer. Oh, there's contact for a second. He got crooked at the end of turn 3. They banged doors, but he'll have the inside line for turn 4. Hard racing at the start.
Kim Jane will try and hold him out here. He'll grab the line for the next turn.
Oh, this is good.
Dontis will try and hang tough around the outside. This guy's going to go too wide.
Oh, Hansford with the big tag slapper in the background. Nearly had contact with Nathan Pretty. Walton will buy into this. Gee, these boys might still be side by side by the time we get to turn 8 if this keeps up.
You watch Dontis at turn 8. He's been so committed through there all weekend. Should be able to pull a ute length on Jane through there. See what he does. He'll man right up through turn 8.
So that battle has given Cedars a little bit of breathing room. But Walton will have the jump on him potentially, and we're going to see some action down at turn 9. Yes, Walton for 4th.
Gets it done.
Make that 3rd now. Oh, Jane still into it. Oh, he hooked himself. He hooked himself on the exit. Oh, Noel Edge is that? No, it's Nandy Kiss around. He doesn't look overly happy. Potentially contact there.
Fluid pouring out of the front.
Oh.
His car as well. He's obviously popped the radiator in that incident.
So a few cars with damage, and it looks like they're all moving away from the scene of the crime, which is good news because it might mean that we don't get a safety car.
So Dontis, the big mover in the pack, and he was quickest in the first round of qualifying yesterday. Dropped back a bit in our shootout round.
Not the way you want to start a campaign with a diminished field. You cannot afford a DNF more than ever. And Leighton Barker, who was involved with that crash with damage to the left front, never made it around turn 11. That might be far off the racing line that we can keep going. James out of his car. That's the one that might bring out a safety car.
Yeah, unless they can drag it in that.
Oh, there you
here
go.
It comes. So it all started in turn 8 for Kim Jane. He got loose.
So, half a lap before a safety car. Is that a new Utes record?
Yeah, I don't know. That's probably not. You can see here they're side by side. They go through the thing together. You can't jump this curve, but they'll give you a bit of leniency at the start of the race. You see Cedars just decides to straight line it here, and there he goes, straightens up the car and goes, I'll just jump straight over that. I'll get away with that first lap.
Kim Jane will be so disappointed. A front row start.
And then Dontis sees the opportunity and just sticks it in there.
Watch the black Ute. Barbera goes nowhere. Just gets swamped. What a start from Dontis.
This is good.
He's good at starts, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. And he was fast in practice. He sees Kim Jane get a bit wounded. And then pounces. Look at the run he gets through here. A little bit loose. Into Kim. Keeps the foot into it. Kim comes back.
That's hard racing. Now, there was 2 moments here, because watch the background. I think it was Hansford. Got a bit crooked. That might have been around one of the other corners. Potentially turn 6 where he got sideways.
Kim Jane hangs tough around the outside. This is Kim loose here.
So that got Walton up the inside.
Takes the opportunity and just gives him nowhere to go. Someone giving him one there? No, he's just run out of road.
Oh, man. Oh. That last hit was enough to drop the fluid out of the radiator.
tyres sucked him in,
And around it went. There was also more action at the back, wasn't there? So, damage for a few cars and drama at the beginning. Safety car pacing the field. The first race already behind the Lexus safety car. So, the Cedars racing team will be at the front of the field here for the restart. Mango Credit Butte actually ended up in that same fence that Kim Jane was in at the first race last year. So it's remarkably better than how things started off for him.
Yeah, he was the guy on the outside, wasn't he?
Yeah, Hansford and a few other guys got involved in that one. Dontis, what a great start. From the third row to second in the race. Gets his shift beautifully.
Yeah, this is cool. And he sees the opportunity about now. He goes, I'm going over here, boys. Leaves his foot into it. Bounces off the wall. Uses Kim to straighten himself up. Just leaves the foot in it.
From Royal Harris's point of view, watching now, he swerved hard right.
He stalled her.
Here he comes.
Didn't get the jump he wanted.
Oh.
He's the guy on the outside, so 3 wide's not going to work here. Royal knows he's got to back out of that one.
Gee, aggressive back in a second gear, and then heaps of time on the limiter.
Yeah, that's cost him 2 ute lengths by just hitting the chip.
Maybe it would have been better to keep her in third. Oh, rears locking down there as he finds second gear. What a street fight it is ahead of him. He doesn't really know what gear to be in.
Yeah, Barbera's going a little bit defensive. He just covering him in the mirrors, costing them both time.
Fantastic onboard vision as we ride over the shoulder of the reigning champ. So at this point, he's thinking, how am I going to get around this teenager in front of me? He knows that turn 8 is never the spot, but this would be a great view of what happens down at turn 9. Through turn 8 we go. Barbera very fast through there. And then watch it all kick off in front of him. Oh, pretty on the outside.
Pretty on the outside.
Oh, he gave Barbera a bit of a shot there. See, Kimbo?
Yeah. And no one to blame for Kim. He's just got caught on that rubber and it just sucks you in, that conveyor belt.
This is him getting out of the car. And are we going to get a bit of a slam?
No, he's cool.
He's Mr. Cool, isn't he?
He's been there, got that T-shirt before, so...
So there's the Cedars racing team. They're currently first and second in the race. Things looking very good for them. Safety car still with the lights on. Good chance we'll get another lap in here. That's exactly what we're going to do. First race of the season for the V8 Utes, and the Lexus safety car has been brought out here at the Clipsal 500 for an incident on the very first lap, but that's all part of the course really when we're talking about the V8 Utes. Thankfully the cars that are involved didn't look like major damage, and we should see them for the second race. And you only have to go back to 17th off the back of the grid, which isn't as bad as going back to, say, 30th.
No, it's not. So new radiator probably for Kim Jane. They'll get that done pretty quickly and get back out. Good thing is we've got a bunch field, and first 6 cars, they've got some really good drivers in them. So
interesting scenario, this one for Dontis, as we move Leighton Barker's car. He's got great car speed here this weekend, Dontis, but it's behind his new team boss. So how aggressive do you play it when you're part of a new team?
Oh, you just got to wheel it.
This was the replay of Dontis' start, thanks to Yokohama.
There's some pretty cool driving here.
Just watch this battle ahead here for the lead. He pounces all over this.
Yeah, he counts it, and I just love how he leaves his foot in it. Hits the wall, leaves his foot in it, bounces back off Kim Jane, doesn't lift. That's the key to it. Don't lift, just keep the thing moving forward.
Right down at turn 4, and they're all on top of each other, sliding around.
Yeah, and he could have wasted Kim there. He gave him the room because he knew he had the line for the next corner. Now he can just clear Kim now. He'll be right for the run down the straight, and now he's got him covered. He should be able to drive away from him.
That was just great racing. This is what it looked like.
Really
Watch
good
him.
racing.
Off the fence, into Kim.
Yeah, he's just straightened himself up.
Is it enough to hurt the steering, that hit?
No, and Kim saw him coming and gave him enough room. Sort of a sixth sense. He's done a lot of racing, and he'd know that wasn't deliberate.
This is officially why the safety car is out.
One bump from there has put him wide by Walt.
Could never bring it back.
Couldn't bring it back.
And then also there was contact at the back of the field.
It's like he's got a stuck throttle or something. Still driving it to the fence. Well, now you'd be coming out of the gas about now, but look how it's still driving forward. See, it's still spinning the rear tyres.
Yeah.
And Kim's not the sort of driver that'd be leaving his foot in it at that time.
Oh, Roll Harris up behind Mason Barbera. Those two are into each other at Townsville, like they're about to seriously throw down after one or two bumps. So there's a bit of a rivalry between Harris and Barbera.
Yeah, Roll was talking it up. Put the gloves on and
go at
take
it.
him to the nearest boxing gym.
So Kim's car still getting pulled out of what is a pretty tough spot. They had to remove 2 cars from that area, including Leighton Barker. So we'll have 2 DNFs here. Nandy Kiss at the back of the field. He managed to get his car going again. Ryan Hansford all the way back in 14th. How did he get caught up in all that? He went a long way back with a lot of work to do here.
He's obviously come off somewhere trying to avoid that incident.
So we'll have to get another lap in here. They're in no position to drop the green flag with a flatbed still out there. You can follow the tow truck on Twitter if you're really into it this weekend. Now, what was that about? What's Craig doing there with his left hand? He's wiping the sweat away. It must be so hot in these cars already, going slowly. Just trying to keep cool.
Keep cool. Sometimes you just deflect a bit of air inside the helmet.
What a great grandstand that is. Actually new for this week, and we've got LED boards similar to what you'd see at a game of soccer or a game of football around the fences. We have them here giving live scores. That's what the corporates saw of it from up at the start, fairly clean. Yokohama replays, the 17 utes moved away. That whole pit complex building here, Paul, is just amazing what they do with it. They build it up each year. The grandstands, all this gets torn down again. It takes months to put up. And such a good job by everyone involved with the Clipsal 500. Should be getting a restart at the end of this lap. Wouldn't be surprised if this one goes time certain, so it's going to be a mad scramble. This is what we're talking about, those new timing boards. This should be in every track. LED boards, because the hardest thing when you actually come to a race is actually knowing who's leading sometimes, especially in a V8 endurance race where pit stops come into it.
Pit stop going on. And
so that's fantastic. The government and Clipsal get a bit of signage up there, and then during the racing it flicks over to give you live race results as it's all happening, which is a fantastic initiative, and it'll be very good for the top 10 shootout coming up later this weekend. So really cool indeed. Clipsal always think of ways to change the event each year. Somehow they make it better.
They're always stepping it up, aren't they? They
brilliant.
Just keep making the event better.
This event is actually in the V8 Supercar Hall of Fame. That's how good it is. The only event to be able to claim that. Back down onto the long straight. Next time by expecting a restart. 2 teammates at the point, Cedars and Dontis. Walton, a former champ, will start out of 3. He won this round last year.
He's got a bit of red paint on the front of his ute, so he's obviously found the tyre wall somewhere in that first lap.
Troy Dontis started last. He's up to 10th. He's had a pretty good start. Must be something in the name there for the Dontis boys. Both have moved forward in this race. But it's his brother Craig that's got the work to do here in second. Does he just roll around and take a good result, or does he challenge the team boss?
Oh, he's going to have a go.
Have a go?
Yeah, hometown.
He's also going to be under fire from Walton.
Yeah, Walton will be on it.
The other battle here will be Barbera and Harris. You've got the defending champ against a young hotshot. Those two have been at it in the past. Lights are out in the Lexus safety car. So get excited. We're getting a restart here and it's going to be frantic. Cedars has control. There's the view from Dontis.
Walton's trying to hang back and get a bit of a run. Backing him up.
So that could mean that he might be looking at a move down at turn 4.
He's just trying to anticipate it. They need to pick up the throttle.
Right now. Green lights.
Here we go.
Oh! Now the greens never came on. Barbera went early.
Now we're green.
It was a really late green flag. Cedars couldn't go because the greens went out. And it caught 1 or 2 guys out. It was a messy restart. 1 or 2 guys with damage. Look at Harris has got a huge dent in the front of his bonnet as a result. That was an awkward one. Great view as we check out a couple of different onboards down towards turn 4. Oh, battle for position on here. Peter Ward and Jeremy Gray go side by side. And it's on through what's called the staircase here in Adelaide. Wow, that was awkward.
Yeah, you're not allowed to pass before the start-finish line.
And they all got antsy. I remember a restart here which led to Jason Bright having that big crash.
Yeah, very similar thing.
Was
All
similar
got boxed up 3 wide into turn 1.
because of the acceleration zone that we used to have. That was almost like the acceleration zone was back in play. Caused all kinds of chaos.
See what Dontis can do here. Just get a hold of it. Cetus is just too good for turn 8. It's clear by about 1 ute length, and that'll be enough to give him some breathing space.
Let's check out this restart again. I was looking.
Here we go.
See,
So
there's still yellows being waved.
Yeah, the flag marshal hasn't pulled it in. Can't go till you see the green flag.
Oh, Harris straight up the back of Barbera. So Barbera didn't go early. He just got
Green
clobbered.
comes out. There we go. So
That's a big good view of it. Oh. I was watching the flag stand out the commentary box window and it still had the yellow lights flashing. And the green didn't come out until the cars got almost to the stripe. Wow.
good shot, hasn't he, Ryan?
Oh, here we go. Pretty and Harris rubbing each other up down the front straight.
Here. It's just sneaks in front of him.
That was a bit of NASCAR side drafting going on.
Said Ryan can fight back. He'll have to try and throw it up the inside. Nathan should cover it. No, he doesn't.
Oh, here we go. This is going to be the last lap too because of the time certain finish. Oh, good racing, boys. That was pretty tight.
He could have led on him there.
Nathan Pretty's a guy who commands a fair bit of respect in this field because he is known for being clean. Front 4 are at it here. Barbera, despite the damage, has managed to hold on to the front guys, and this is the last lap. Last chance for the local boy, Dontis.
Cetus is gone. He's checked out. Dontis will just protect himself from Walton here.
Good luck. We know how Walton never leaves anything on the table in turn 9.
He's got a bit of a run. He'll have a look. Guarantee he'll have a look. There it is.
Not close enough. Falls back in. Cedars could be on for a 1-2 here, but there is one more corner where we usually see 1 or 2 moves made, and that is the last one.
Yeah, last corner, last lap, you might be able to give someone a bit of a shot in the bumper, run them wide and sneak the position. But it usually happens on the last race of the day when everyone knows there's going to be no payback.
No one's really close enough here. Walton just covers the middle.
Barbera has a sniff.
Flag is at the ready. Cedars. He's got this one in the bag, Paul. And he leads home a 1-2 for Cedars Racing, based out of Sydney, with the Sydney driver and a local driver, first and second to start off the championship. Could this be the year for David Cedars? Oh, Gray and Hansford all the way to the stripe. Gray just gets that one. Peter Ward did a good job to finish ahead of those guys. 7 to just about, that have to be his best finish in the series. And that is big damage on the right front for that car.
Clawed his way back up to 9th.
Wow. Okay. Well, we saw some restraint from a few guys, including Mason Barbera, but that was exciting. Let's check it out. And Paul, congratulations to Cedars here.
He did a great job. It's easy when you're in front. And knew he had his teammate behind him, so wasn't going to try anything stupid. Was able to drive away from him.
Troy Dontis fought off the back of the grid to get up inside the top 10. Great drive from him, but the heartbreakers over this side. Kim Jane, front row start, and unfortunately he and Leighton Barker all involved in a first lap crash in DNS.